After watching this JavaScript nugget, you'll know more about the jQuery each function. The project for this video is to data bind an array of JavaScript objects to an HTML select element. I'll be using fiddle to code the demo, and you can find a link to a completed and commented version of this fiddle in the description of this video. So the first thing we need to do is add a reference to jQuery. I'll be using version 1.9.1. Next, in the JavaScript pane, create a list of JavaScript objects. Each object will have two properties, text and value. The value will be an integer, and the text will be the Spanish word for that integer. Now we'll initialize jQuery. Time to use the each function. It will iterate over our options list and pass each object in the list to a function which is passed to each. This function has two parameters. The first parameter will be the index of the current item being visited, and the second parameter is the item itself. We're going to create a simple function which will concatenate all of the options together. So we'll store the result in a variable result, which is a string. Then we're going to pass the options array to the jQuery function and chain the each function to it. The function passed to each has two parameters, which are I for the current index and E for the current element or value at that index. The body of the function simply concatenates the index of each object in the array, followed by the value and text properties for each of the objects. Then we just show the result with an alert. Now if we run the fiddle, we'll see the results. Note that the index parameter of the function to each is 0 based. Now it is very easy to use this array to populate an HTML select element. So let's create one in the HTML pane and give it an ID of databound select. At the top of the jQuery initializer, remove the variable result and get a reference to the select element using the jQuery function. Delete the body of the each function and replace it with code to create a new option element using jQuery. This code creates the new option element, then it sets the HTML of that option element to the text property of the current object in the options array, and then sets an attribute named value to be the value property of the current object in the options array. Now we can just append the new object to the select element. Finally, we can delete the alert statement as result is no longer defined. And if we run the fiddle, we see that our select element is populated. And we can also change the contents of our list, and we'll see that it updates. And the new element has been added at the bottom here. Again, you can get the fiddle for this JavaScript nugget by following the link in the description. Thanks for watching.